to kick us off, I think one of the things that we all try to talk about, or at least we would like to talk about more about, is that elusive work-life balance. You know, it's almost like a bad word in my house because I'm a self-confessed workaholic. I love working. And so when someone says, oh, you just need to relax, you need to take a day off, that's like horror to me. But my idea of work-life balance is maybe a little different from other people's. And so I suppose, Vicky, we'll start with you. Like, how do you find that time to get that work-life balance correct? Because it doesn't have to be 50-50, but there has to be some form of a balance.
I think I've just become really, really strict about it. So when I wrote Mumboss, I didn't have any life-work balance. I wrote the book between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning because it just had to get done, and it was like another baby, as well as juggling everything else during the day, and it was really hard. And as soon as I wrote that book, I was like, right, I really actually have to practice what I've just told everyone to do in that book, which I did write in the book. Like, I don't really have work balance right now, by the way. But I've just become very, very good at saying no, which I'm sure as a life coach, that's something. And also I've got a management team that are very good at sort of advising me in a sense, because I'm that person that wants to help every single person answer every single email, and they've sort of gone to me, you've actually got to also look after yourself. So whilst I will get round to every email, it just won't be tomorrow, and I've just become quite strict. I watched a little video by Marie Forleo, who's a massive guru in America, who's brilliant. And she said, if someone is asking for a favour and it takes it away from you phoning your mum, then you need to go, can I do that? Or whatever matters to you. And that was quite a good way of me checking myself. And actually, there's some weeks, my life is a bit unpredictable. There's some weeks that feel very, very balanced, and I'm almost like a stay-at-home mum for, say, 2 or 3 days, and the rest is, working. And then other weeks where it's just really full on, and I've just sort of understood that I've just got to compromise a little bit, and I can't have everything.
Yeah.
I've just got to accept that. It's acceptance, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And Sinead, as a life coach, what kind of advice are you giving to people, or what are you trying to sort of tell people, like maybe people like me who are self-confessed workaholics?
I think sometimes we enjoy being really busy, and sometimes that maybe deflects on what's going on necessarily. I am a fierce advocate for meditation, to have a morning routine to start your day where you're really setting what I call 3 intentions that day. I know probably everybody in the room has a to-do list as long as your arm, and really when we get to the end of the day, what we've accomplished out of that, sometimes we're kind of on the rat race, taking that time out in the morning, and if that is even 5 minutes a day, where you're being still and getting in tune, what I call in tune with yourself, and really knowing what you want. And I think lots of us don't really know what we want, so we kind of just keep on going and be busy. But I would say to have some form of morning routine where you're taking time out for you before the kids get up, if that's possible. If it's not and you have to drop them off to school, do it whenever you come back, if it's 5 or 10 minutes. The benefits of that when challenging situations come up during the day, you're not as reactive. I often say E or O, so E plus or equals O, which is the event, your response to it, and then the outcome. I know Vicky touched on this, we're really reactive and we think we have to answer a message straight away or pick up the phone straight away. No, you don't. You do what you need to do, and you're the prized possession. You can't serve from an empty cup, so you got to look after number one.
And Jennifer, as someone who's battling it with Breastival, you've got the full-time job, kids. How do you create that work-life balance for yourself?
I don't.
High five, sister.
I was kind of sitting here thinking, oh yeah, do I have any? No, I don't. I think Breastival is something that started from quite a small idea, and over the last couple of years it has grown and grown beyond all proportion that we could have imagined. And really, for me, the thing that enables it to happen is having an amazing team of really passionate people who all really, really want to spend their spare time doing it. And so in the kind of the couple of months that run up to before the day, it's just mental, and we're all working full time, and Jenny's running her business and I'm trying to keep my job and trying to apply for grants to keep myself in the next job and worrying about when my contract's going to end, and the other board members that we have you know, all have full-time jobs and kids, and we just spend our spare time. And I think my husband kind of laments that he's just like, oh well, it's July now. I'll see you in August. And that's just how it works. But even within that madness, I think there is something to be said for understanding how you work best and what your priorities are. So if you really love working all the time, then do that. Don't feel bad about that.
I just bring Logan with me. He comes to trips around art galleries and launches and comes to the office on a Friday afternoon and we go for a date night. So what we've done is we've just integrated it into our world, and he loves it, you know, and there will probably be a day when he won't love it, and we may have to reassess at that point, but until then, I'm cool.
I think actually that's an important point, that if mum's happy, you said if you like working all the time, you can do it. If you're happy, that's actually at ground level what kids need. They need a happy mum, and if that means a mum that's working 60 hours a week, well, that's fine. They'll deal with it. You know, no kids have grown two heads because they were raised by working parents. You know, they all turn out like non-lunatic mostly. So it's not as if, you know. I think I found when I was a stay-at-home mum, I actually was ratty and not. It didn't suit my personality.
I was
and
maniac.
I went working. Yeah,
Maniac.
I was maniac. I still am. And now that I'm working a bit and have a bit of more sort of something for me, so you know, I'm happier, and then the kids are like, they respond to that. So it's not all like just because you're working, you're not seeing your kids. It's just, you don't have a balance. It's terrible. It's not like that. It can't, you know, can't be put in a box like that.
Yeah. And what about yourself, Samara?
I love being busy. My husband always says you can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a very selfish side to me as well. I still like my exercise. I still like some me time. I normally don't get too much of that because I normally have 4 children attached to me in some shape or form. But yeah, for work-life balance, I think it's really important. What I decided at the beginning of this year was I was going to do what made me happy. And I have 4 little people, and I was really quite astounded that those 4 little people had 4 different needs, because I thought, you know, Jude is my eldest, and I thought that everybody was just going to be modelled in Jude, so they were going to be very, they were going to do as they were told, and they were going to be really, really lovely and have really lovely manners, and then Ollie came along. And my husband always says, pray that Ollie is the CEO of a really successful company and not running a tribe in jail. So
He's got the skills for both.
Oh, totally. And he's extremely spirited. That's what I like to say, spirited. But yeah, what I decided to do at the beginning of this year was to do something that really mattered to them every week. So for Jude, it's going to the library and then going for a little coffee date with Mummy. For Ollie, it is running absolutely wild with weapons. He has a bag of weapons that come everywhere with him.
A bag.
And then, yeah, a bag of weapons, and he actually calls it my weapons. And then for the twins, it's maybe going to something like soft play or Salto and Lisburn, where we have a wee bit of one-on-one time. So that's really, really important for me, and I'm really, really trying to harness that, as you say, Tina, whenever they still want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
You know.